With Ace, tell me again, what are you doing this Veterans Day?
What am I doing
On Veterans Day, on
on
Wednesday.
Veterans Day? If we have a parade, I'm going in the 42 Army Jeep to the parade, and after the parade up to Arlington Cemetery, and in the afternoon I'll be laying a wreath on the tomb of the unknown. I was in the 3rd Infantry Division. I made 4 invasions with them. North Africa, Sicily, Salerno, and Anzio. Was in combat for 2 years. Somebody shooting at me for 2 years. I was wounded 4 times. I have 4 Purple Hearts, and I have 4 Bronze Star medals for valor. And I got out of the hospital. I was a year at Walter Reed. Came home in a body cast. I was the only amputee officer to go back to active duty, and had 2 overseas tours after I lost my arm. Then went to Fort Sill as aide to the commanding general, and then I got transferred to CIA in special ops and was there for 22 and a half years. And that's my career.
And that's the story. And what?
Before all that happened, I was a photographer for the New York Times. I used to cover the White House, other things. Covered Roosevelt's 3rd inauguration.
So you've been in D.C. forever?
Well, I was born in Alabama, but raised in Baltimore, but this became my base. Yeah, because when I'd go overseas, either with the Army or the agency, the State Department, I'd always come back to Washington.
And you're known for the cars that you've been collecting. I hear you've been
I've
some of the
been
cars
messing with cars since I'm 8 years old. My father was a car buff. He had one of the first cars in Mount Vernon, New York in 1903. My mother and father got arrested on Riverside Drive in 1914 or 15, doing 18 in a 12-mile zone. My father taught me to drive when I was 8. He used to hold me on his lap and let me shift and steer, and he'd work with pedals. At 12, I took the car out of the garage and drove to school. When I came home, my mother said, "Wait till your father comes home." Slapped me across the face. My father came home, she told him, he thought it was great. That was the beginning
Love
of
it.
my career with cars. And I raced cars for 12 years, both here and in Europe.
And the Jeep that you're going to be driving on Wednesday?
The Jeep driving on Wednesday is a 1942 Army Jeep, exactly the same model, the one I was driving around in the battlefield in.
How did you get this one? What's the story on this Jeep?
It's my buddy's car. He bought it, saw it advertised on the internet, and he bought it. So.
And tell me your favorite car that you have right now.
They're all my favorites.
That's right, okay.
Yeah. I've had 3 Gullwing Mercedes. I sold the last one a year ago.
And this is the one that you...
Today, that's a special built Rolls Royce. It's a 2-door car. The body is built by a coach builder called James Young, who went broke making those cars. Cost him twice as much to make them as he could sell them for. And that was the end of James Young as a coach builder.
Beautiful. All right, Ace. Well, thank you so much for the story.
Good.